Tennessee's Neyland Stadium with over 101,000 fans in place is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Guys?
Okay, Holly. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
That one's not even close.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Manning. Wasting no time taking a shot. Got him outside. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, that didn't take long. I mean, they started off this drive with great field position, and that's critical for this football team because of the players they have offensively. If you can get them the ball back at that area of the field, it takes one play, like what you just saw, and all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door now in the red zone looking for 6.
Manning unleashes to the end zone. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
All right, well, if you're the quarterback, you know at this point, this is one of those days that I'm going to have to just strap it up. I'll probably be in an ice bath when the game is over because I'm getting hit a lot. We're only in the 1st quarter. My accuracy and my timing is going to have to be at a premium.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Corrals it at the 45. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drive.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. And the Longhorns peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think.
And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorn. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Man, that goes from I'm going to go make a play for my team, run this thing back, make something happen, to dang it, I put it on the ground, and they got it, and they have great field position.
Arch is going to throw for it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown ball. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he puts through the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Hand off for Brown. Dragged down.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Powers inside. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
On the stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Throws to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
Fields the punt. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Here's Manning to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Just barely got rid of it.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Second and long here. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Left side is Brown. Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Manning with a play fake. Looking down the middle. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Going to take a shot. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Under pressure. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
No good. And after the first quarter miss, guys, we're still tied up.
Just not enough leg on that kick. He wasn't able to clear the crossbar.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here comes the Texas offense. A missed field goal ruined the last drive. Now a chance to get points here on this drive in the first quarter. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
There's some room. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. He'll be knocked down inside his own 10-yard line, and he lost yardage on that return. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And the Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the tight end. Second down to the air. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
He'll try to do it himself. At the 20, he's got space. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Going over the top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Another incompletion on third down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. There he goes. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
The Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. A give to Brown. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They give it to him again. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Give to Brown. Swarmed under, 5-yard loss on the play.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Arch Madness. Oh, pressure's coming. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense, throwing the ball over.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Trying to take it back. The 40, inside the 30. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they open touchdown time in Tennessee. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He misses his man, the accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to Brown. Turning it on. Got the first down. The 30. Past the 20. He is in. Touchdown, Texas.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
The run inside. It's Bishop. Maybe a crease. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He'll pull it down and run. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Drops back on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Running inside, it's Bishop. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Volunteers.
This dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his second touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping him. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off Tenn there.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Here's Arch to throw. Rush right in his face. Got the first himself. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Out wide left, it's Wingo. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Deep shot for the end zone. Dangerous throw near the goal line.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He's got it. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. The Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Throwing Manning. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Manning to the air again. Big fella moving. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quick give. It's Gordon. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the number 23 team, the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the Huskers coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a... upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. As we check in on these top 25 matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football is.
Can't get him to the ground. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Brown again. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. On the move, it's Bishop. Knocked down immediately.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Working the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Straight ahead, it's Bishop. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. There he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Hits inside. It's Bishop. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They'll try to move the chains on third down from their own 20. They'll move the wide receiver. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Right side, it's Bishop. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. 2nd and long here. To throw, Manning. Escapes the pressure to his right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll run the counter. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
And his throw is incomplete.
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it's hit some 4th down.
Punt is in the air. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Fresh set of downs going up top. He tries to take the top off. He's got it down the field. Out of bounds at the 32, and the chunk play has this offense moving. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. From the gun, it's Bishop. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. After that false start, the whole approach changes now on 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Matthews. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Stop cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set your up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have one timeout remaining. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Never a doubt. The lead now trimmed to 28-24.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Guys, he's up to 103 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. He breaks a tackle. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Handoff for Brown. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Finally, some signs of life from this and the ball is free on the pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Great place to start for this offense. On the run, it's Bishop. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, ready? Go!
Run in the red zone, it's Bishop. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. He's looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Right down the boulevard. That'll cut the lead to 28-27.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They take over holding this slim lead, and a drive right here sure would be nice. Got enough for the first down. Lots of room to run. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Longhorn. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the returner will be brought down. So here is the Tennessee offense. They just got a huge break, and now they need to put this ball into the end zone. A field goal really doesn't help much at this stage. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the ball's right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Wants to throw one first. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And, David, I know your eyes light up when you see Colin Simmons play. One of the best pure pass rushers there is in all of college football. Tremendous first step. This guy shot onto the scene as a true freshman 2 seasons ago. Nobody has had an answer for this guy. I know inconsistency at times has been an issue for him, David, but if he puts it all together and plays big-time play in and play out, I don't think anybody can block.
Now, you see the talent, you see the quickness, you see the agility. 6'3", 245-plus pounds. Started as a freshman, just came on the scene, and you could see big play potential, grown and grown. Now in this Will Muschamp system, he is the dude.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the catch. First down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that 4th down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. They'll run him again. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Left side, it's Davis. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown ball! They need this 2-point conversion to tie, and we might get a little free football out of this if they do. Quarterback keeps it. He can't make it in. The 2-point conversion is no good, and they can't tie the game here late in the 4th. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
A give to Brown. Turning it on. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It Smothers. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Brown. And he's brought down after a short gain. The Vols will now use their final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. One more time, it's Brown. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And the Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Upstairs to make the catch. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Fresh setter downs going to the air. It's dropped after taking the hit.
That's a big stop for this defense, and more importantly now, it puts them in a huge position. I want to use that clock as my friend. I got to take away the sidelines. I can't give up a big play and let them get a sideline and then sneak that field goal unit on. Got to make sure I understand where that yard is to get to where they want to kick the field goal.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Making the adjustment. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. It's caught. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Everybody wants the big play in this situation, Jesse, but he was smart. Catch, 1st down, out of bounds.
Yeah, and you just got to know where you are on the field, right? Reese, great awareness by the receiver, making the catch, getting out of bounds as fast as possible.
player when the game comes down to your kicker, and he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic, but there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights, and David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it out nearly to the 35-yard line, corralled and brought down. They'll mark it at the 34. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Manning still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.